Hello, my lovely audience. And as you can see, this isn't Evolve, or anything that I think many people wouldn't be familiar with. This is the Nanosuit from Crysis. Now, if you know the game, good on you, because the game is amazing. It was one of my favorite games to play when I had a PS3. So, yeah, this is what if Deku had the Nanosuit from Crysis. The Cryteke Nanosuit, I would say. And what is going to happen is how this is going to work, because I know how the suit works. In the game, the suit, if you have it on for long enough, it will put in this disease that is quite fatal in you. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it that Deku has it as a quirk, because all the other ways are just complicated and just don't really make a lot of sense. I tried getting some help from Lazy, but clearly it didn't work out too well. Anywho, so yeah, we're going to do what if Deku had the Nanosuit. And how this is going to work is the whole time, like, this is actually it's a mutation quirk, but the suit hasn't ever shown itself. Like, Deku he's a strong kid, alright? Ever since he was young, he was strong. Like, how would I put it? He had a really insane, like, skin. Like, that's what they thought it was. They thought it was mutation quirk because his skin was, like, weird. Like, it was tough, and it didn't, like, mold like other people's skins mold, like, skin stretches and all that. His kind of just felt synthetic, really. No one really understood why. And his blood was weird. Everything was weird about it. So, yeah, it was a really strange quirk. They thought it was like some kind of skin quirk. So, like Bakugo's mother. And if you don't know who Bakugo's mother, she has this, apparently, I can't really exactly remember it, but I think it was something with the sweat and making her young. Kind of cool, if you ask me. Like, that's like every woman's dream. You look like you're 80 and you look like you're 40. Or just you look like you're 20. Now, here's where things get interesting. So, Deku, he's going to grow up and he's going to get bullied because in Bakugo's eyes, this ain't a strong quirk. So, Bakugo, on the first time he uses his explosions on Deku, he can't really control these. So, it explodes heavily around Deku. And Deku, his quirk activates, like, fully. And Deku just hears Nanosuit activating or some crap, like, and you know what I mean, right? That suit Nanosuit activation or something, like activated or some, I don't know, like some kind of like activation key or something, or activate armor or something. And that's when the smoke clears, you just see Deku wearing the suit. You just see this kid wearing some weird kind of suit. And Bakugo's like, what is going on? I thought you had a skin quirk, liar. What is this fancy suit? And Deku, he just doesn't realize it, but he's basically naked. Like, he still has a shirt, well, what's left of it anyways. And look, his privates, the suit covers that, alright? Like, he can kind of like turn it off and turn it back on whenever he wants. But it's going to be hard for this first part. So, Deku, he's like, I don't know what's going on. He's like scared, really. He's really just scared by this fact. Because what would you do if you had a huge, like, suit just somehow come onto you, like, Max Steel-wise? Like, this is basically what it's going to be. It's going to basically be Max Steel, just, it's going to be the Crytek's Nanosuit. And if you ask me, I love the Nanosuit. It's way, way, way more powerful than Max Steel, alright? I'm telling you this right now. Max Steel's got nothing on Crytek suits. Like, the Nanosuit? Jesus Christ. Have you ever seen that, like, he could take down the Punisher. Yeah, actually, I think he could take on anyone, really. He could take on Batman, the Predator. He could probably take on, like, 5 Predators at once. Profit. But, yeah. Let's get back to Deku. So, through it all, I'm just going to go a little bit ahead, but Bakugo starts exploding Deku a lot more, and these explosions are becoming louder. And what ends up happening is Inko and, I think her name was Miski, Bakugo's mother. I can't remember. Tell me in the comments what her name is. I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, so... yeah, they come over, basically. They just come over and they see Deku, Deku's shirt and burnt clothing on this suited person they don't know. And then they recognize the voice and they're like, oh my god, it's Deku and he's inside some kind of suit. How is this happening? So they think, take it off. And it's like, I can't. It feels like my skin. They then, after realizing what's going on, Bakugo's mother grabs Bakugo by the freaking shirt, drags him over, and says, are you bullying him? And I would say Bakugo is like, no, we're just messing around with him. And it's like, that's bullying. Come on, let's be honest. Anywho, Bakugo is in trouble. Like, this bullying thing ain't ever gonna happen again. And that's what I kind of wanted to do here. So, Deku, they find out that this suit is his quirk. His suit it's going to be called Nanosuit. Or, like, let's see here. It's just going to be called Suit. And it's just going to be weird, alright? Invisible suit, I don't know. Alright? So, over the years, Deku, he's, like, learning more about the suit. Because he realizes his quirk is strong. And what ends up happening is the doctors are amazed by this. Like, he's got something amazing. Like, when the suit is active, it acts like a flak jacket and, like, some crazy stuff. And Deku, he's, like, as he's learning about the suit, he's kind of, like, just going through this visor. He's, like, learning about how it works. He knows all the things about the visor, like the hacking capabilities it has. And they're not really that much. It's just, like, unlocking a code. That's it, really. Bypassing a firewall or something by hacking through it. And that's basically it. It's like some military grade kind of thing. Like, he's got some heavy duty gear. And what ends up happening is Deku, he has an interesting thing here. Alright? His suit can basically, well, he kind of learns the key words he has to say, like maximum armor, maximum strength, maximum suit, or maximum pretty much something. He can also say cloak, and he kind of like learns about all these keywords just by looking on the suit, and it's kind of like its own motherboard. It's like its own computer, really. And he realizes how the whole suit works. So after like using it, it runs off his stamina and stuff like that. So Deku, he just has to work out. That's all he does throughout the entire part where he's young. And I would say he's like a lot smarter because I would say he's also got, you remember, he has got the binoculars Prophet has, so he's got that, he's got all kinds of stuff. But weapon-wise, he doesn't have anything. So Deku has this suit that is incredibly strong. And I'm not gonna lie, this is probably something that is more powerful than All for One. Because, let's put it in terms like this. The suit has regeneration capabilities. The suit can do things like survive in outer space. What's All for One got? Huh? Excuse me. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much the most amazing thing. The suit is able to, and when Deku like he wears this suit, he like activates it every single time it's cold out, but he activates it like only to the neck. He's kind of like gotten to that part, and he's figured out how to activate it. It's kind of just like when he's on guard or something, or pretty much when he is like his mental state is protection or fight. That's when it is, and he kind of like figured out a trigger in order to do it. So there's that. But yeah, he figured out how to use a suit. He can use I'm gonna add like let's see here, two types of no, not two, three types of vision he has. Seeing how the suit is like he can like scan people and stuff like that. That's part of the binoculars, but his vision that he's gotten because he kind of like made it through the suit. Obviously he's already got the two the main ones, the one that can see heat signatures and something that's cold. Also he can see in the dark, and he would also have this one thing I'm adding is he's gonna see what you have as a quirk. So yeah, he's able to use this scanner, and it'll take a second because it scans their body and how their whole body is working in genetic code just by looking into their skin or some kind of opening, or even how the power works. Because let's say it releases some kind of energy. Like everything releases energy, let's be honest. So he's scanning that energy and he actually determines how your quirk works. So he's able to like catalog all this stuff a lot more precise and on the nail. Like he is pinpoint sharp accuracy on it. Like I'm gonna say this right here. Deku, he doesn't show it, but he might be smarter than Nezu. There's that hint that he might. So yeah. And Deku's like, academically wise, he's freaking rocking it, dude. He's doing better than me at like all that stuff. Jesus. Like I was terrible at school, mainly because I got bullied. I got all kinds of stuff, but also the school was complete garbage. But other than that, yeah, he nailed it. I nailed it, but he also nails it better than me, like way better than me, way better than, pretty much better than the kid that was smart in my class. Like Deku's getting like A++++. If there was an S+++, yeah, he would take it. But he's taken grades that are excelling in some ways. I wouldn't say like people are thinking, oh, this he's a prodigy, because he does lack in some areas, because he refuses to do PE. That's what he's going to refuse to do, because he doesn't need to do it. He's already super strong. The suit is just increasing that. And if you're asking, like, what else can he run on besides stamina, because he will pass out, he can also run on the energy that his brain produces. So all that would have to take is he would have to take a breather to either use up his stamina. It's like he can either go with Tesla or he can go with Diesel. So that's pretty much what he's going with. And basically, yeah, it's pretty much how it's going to work. So Deku, he's got some pretty impressive stuff. And I'm going to say he has one mode that is this type of regeneration / stasis, where if his body is in critical condition, his body will enter like a stasis mode where his body becomes like, just like, the whole suit activates and it focuses on regeneration and healing the body. And the suit, when it does this, though, it is going to take more effort to get the suit off. Like, to have it just cloak and not show, really. Because I'm going to say, like, once it gets, like, it's like above the skin for the most part. For the most of the part of the, not so much of the anime, but really, before the anime starts. And if he uses it, it will go, like, a little bit into it. Like, it will start becoming a second layer. You know what I mean? Like, not much of a suit, but more like a second layer. And, yeah, like, if he does it 3 times, it's just going to never, ever cloak off. And I'm going to do that sooner or later. So, Yeah, that's gonna be fun. But probably right down like the line though, somewhere down the line. But anyway, yeah. So, but yeah. Otherwise, production wise, like if he's going to reproductive systems, like you know, sex, he will be able to do that. It's just his it's just not gonna be any pleasure. Sticks his finger in it, done. That's it. You don't know porn, I swear to God, I bless you. Alright? I know I'm gonna get demonetized because I said that, but still. Please don't look it up. Don't look it up. Parents, don't blame me for your kids' stupidity, alright? Now, let's get on to the anime. So, Bakugo never bullied Deku because, well, one, Deku beat him in 2 fights and after the whole incident, and it kind of didn't go well at all for Bakugo because Deku just put on maximum armor, and Bakugo's explosions are the equivalent of a firecracker, pretty much. Like not a firecracker. I would say probably like a hand grenade, just without the fragmentation. Like maybe a firework, like a firework. And Deku, he could take on a tank shell. He can take on an AP tank shell. Like tank shells, he could take on no matter what. Like that's how strong it is. Like before it starts making a dent, it's gonna. Sorry about that, sister. Don't worry, I'm the youngest. Anyhow, anyways, let's get back to the topic at hand. So, you probably saw in the back there already, but I will be uploading those videos today as well. So, Deku, he's going to have... Yeah, he's going to pretty much be in the easy life for most of the part. So, yeah, Deku... If you're wondering what that clanging was, it was metal. Alright, chill. Anywho. Yeah, on the start of the anime, when Deku raises his hand to go to UA, yeah, no one really thinks about it. Like, no one really thinks it's a bad idea because they know that his suit is, like, insane. Everybody knows about the abilities his suit has, and they know that, he's been, like, holding back because some of the stuff, like, they don't know about the, enhanced speed, the enhanced all that crap, because he's barely touched it. The cloak, never even touched. He touched it like once and it was a practice run, but it wasn't even in a fight or anything open. He did it at home, and that's it. Like, that's all it is. No one has seen anything much but the strength enhancement, the maximum armor, and that's it. And Deku's, like, really buff as for a kid. Like, he's almost like Prophet, I would say, because he's been working out ridiculously. And I would say he does know hand-to-hand combat, like, I would say grappler kind of style. Like, a lot of grappler moves and boxing. I'd say he excels more at, like, boxing fighting styles. And when it comes down to grappler moves, he only uses those to, like, break a bone or something. So, yeah. I'm going to be doing something special for when he gets into UA. And he is going to get into UA because, let's be honest, this is Deku we're talking about. He has to be in UA. That's the main thing. So, Deku, he's going to have... Well, he's going to... When he goes to the UA whole thing... Well, no, I forgot the Sludge one. I'm so sorry. I almost forgot about that. So, the Sludge one, when he walks under that... he goes into that tunnel... Deku, when the Sludge one appears, Deku just activates his suit. And then says, seal suit. And then the suit entirely seals itself from everything and relies on a backup storage oxygen. The suit will start slowly using whatever oxygen was left in the suit, but very slowly, like you're like sleep paralysis. And the Sludge Villain just tries to get in, but then throws Deku away, like, ugh, I can't get in this kid. And then he throws him around, smashing him all over the place. And then All Might comes out and is like, I am here, and sees Deku just like in the wall. And All Might, realizing this is bad, uses a Texas Smash on him. Well, whatever kind of smash he has. Basically the strongest one that's above Detroit Smash. And he smashed, I would say it's a Texas Smash, yeah, because I think that's what he used on the Sludge Villain in the, for the final fight in the anime. So yeah, he uses that and then quickly goes over to Deku, who just says, unseal suit, and then it's like a bit of the carbon dioxide kind of like steaming up in there, fogging shit up, and it just out. And All Might's like, kid, did you build this suit on your own? And Deku's like, no, this is my quirk. And thank you, All Might, thank you, can you sign this? And what do you know? He signs it. So I'm gonna say, wow, this is happening. The Sludge Villain gets away, but like, Deku and All Might, they're talking. They're like, All Might's really interested in Deku's suit, and he's like, did I find a perfect candidate for All for One? Oh my god. Mind you, this work cannot be upgraded anymore. The only thing I'm going to have to say is, if he gets it, which I'm most likely probably going to do, he is not going to be getting, like, much of a buff. Like, the only thing is, like, full Calling, it's going to be like a supercharge. So he's not going to run out of energy at all. So he can go, like, maximum suit and just go at it until he can't do it anymore, like until he doesn't want to. That's how full Calling will be, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna give him All for One, but well, not All for One, but One for All. So yeah, Deku, he's walking home and All Might jumps away already. He's happy, he's feeling great, and he unpowers his suit, but still he's like kind of like all dusty. So he goes home, and what do you know? On the way home, there you see it, the Sludge Villain. Mind you, this is the fun part. The very fun part, like the extremely fun part. Deku sees Bakugo trapped. So Deku, he uses the suit, and All Might's not powered up. And he knows it's the other Sludge Villain, so he does this. Knowing that he's got, 5 minutes to use this, because that's his record time of maximum suit, he uses it. And he storms past all of the cops and heroes, and instantly, that's all you hear. And it was a punch. Deku punched the Sludge Villain, but pulled back to give it, a kind of a percussion almost. And then went in with another punch. And he grabs Bakugo out with his other hand, pulling him out, and the Sludge Villain is getting destroyed at this point. Deku is going at insane speeds, just another one, and everybody's watching this what the fuck is happening? What am I looking at? What is this crap? What am I seeing? What is happening? Holy crap, this is awesome! Something out of some kind of insane fighter stuff. And Deku's and the suit, I'm gonna say this, the suit is unbreakable pretty much. The only thing that would pretty much break this is an electrical whip that is moving at the same speed as Raiden's sword that can also cut like Raiden's sword. And also probably, I don't know, let's see here. Mind you, this is when maximum armor is on. Well, actually just not on, because I'm going to give him One for All, which is going to increase the strength to make it he's going to take in a lot more hits. And he's going to be moving faster than sound. Or actually light. So, yeah. Now, when pretty much when he's got like a minute left, he just steps out of the way because his senses are like completely enhanced. Everything is enhanced, and then he like turns to see All Might coming in for a punch, and it's like slow motion for him. So Deku just jumps out of the way with Bakugo, holding his head so he doesn't get like what is it, whiplash, and he gets him to safety, puts him down, and then runs off at like insane speeds. And after All Might gets the praise, All Might quickly just jumps away after Deku. And he knows that's Deku. He knows that kid. And he's like, he catches up to him, and Deku's like powered down. He's exhausted. He's. And he's like, he was using like his, he used like 2% of it was, like 2 minutes worth of his stamina, which if he did in all, he could have lasted like 5 minutes with his stamina, but he didn't want to exhaust himself. And then the third part was with his mental energy. Well, I would say 30, it's like 30, I would say, like 2 minutes and 30, and it was 2 minutes and 30 with the mental energy. So he's just relaxing, he's just tired, he's got a headache, he is just ridiculously like got a bad headache, like he's just powering down, he's chilling out, he's relaxing. And that's when All Might comes over and he sees Deku, and pretty much the same thing happens, just All Might is more amazed by Deku. Like, he's like, ha ha, so what, tell me all about your suit, tell me everything about it. Because he's like fanboying over Deku at this point. And what ended up happening is All Might kind of went overboard here. Because then he powers down, and after the whole speech, he gets the same thing. But basically, Deku doesn't scream though. But yeah, he learns about the whole thing, and then Deku explains everything about his suit as he's walking home, and they basically break off, and All Might goes to the beach where they're gonna meet up. And when they meet up, Deku gets one for all instantly. Like, after he cleans up the beach within 6 hours. Because not even 6 hours, I would say like 10 hours. 10 hours, he cleaned up the entire beach. He cleaned up the entire beach in 10 hours because within 10 hours, he used as much as energy as he could, like physical strength and then speed, and it just like, he was really pushing it. And when he got all the trash off the beach and all that, there was just like scraps. So he just powered down. He went to sleep. And All Might was impressed by that. He was really impressed that he could do like such heavy lifting, like with one arm really. And after like powering down the suit, Deku took off his shirt, and well, All Might was like, okay, you know what? You're getting one for all. You got a 12-pack, you're good. Your arms are basically bigger than they should be. You're good. And basically, he realizes that the suit doesn't really... It's like an enhancement, but not an enhancement. Like, it enhances his strength a lot, though. Like, really a lot. So once he gets one for all, his suit, his normal strength is increased when he's using the suit, and his arm, like the armor, is like exactly like if he used maximum armor. So at this moment, if he uses maximum strength, he could probably do let's see here, he could probably lift up 2 tanks with 2 arms. And that's like he could probably do 60 benches, like 60 times he could just lift them up for each arm. And yeah, so maximum armor, it's going to take like 50 naval lasers and an atomic bomb to even do something to him. And even against that, he will have radiation protection and like in complete like protection against everything. He has resistance against pretty much everything in the world. He could survive in space for as long as he wants, pretty much. He could survive in the most coldest environment perfectly and be toasty warm. Yeah, he's extremely powerful. His cloak is insane. When he goes cloak, it's not like the Predator's cloak like it always is. It's more like when he goes cloak, gone. It goes to the Predator, then it goes nowhere. It's just like, where'd he go? He's like completely invisible. And that's something I wanted to do because, oh my god, would it be helpful. Mind you, he can also do a few other things that he's kind of made. Sound absorption, which he can like emit no sound. Like when he's running, you'd hear it'll emit instead nothing. He makes no sound if he wants to. And I would say he learns full cowling very quickly. Now, I would say when he's using maximum suit and full cowling at the same time, he's going at like 200 maybe. No, not 200. I would say 100. Yeah. It increases it by 50 instead of like, I would say 25%. And so, yeah. No, I don't think that's how this works at all. But yeah, he goes up to like, he could use 50% of all for one when without the suit, but with it, he can use 100%. So he can use an all-around-the-world smash, if that's a thing. And, yeah. He could probably destroy so much with it. Like, I'm going to say this right here. How One for All works is it leaves behind embryos of power. So, All Might's still going to have the power. He's still going to have it. Like, I think Lazy said, it's 75%. Now, All Might only can use 25% or something. No, it's like it leaves his embryos of power. I believe it says that even in the manga. So, yeah. I saw that in a video, so yay. I don't remember exactly what the video was. I think it was like, what is All Might's true power? So there's that. That guy was awesome. I loved his video. It was amazing. I do believe it. I do believe that All Might has another power, like another quirk, because there's no way he just has all from like One for All. There's no way. So yeah. Anyways, let's go back to the what if. Deku, he is going to be outrageously broken. Like, outrageously broken. So when it's time for the UA exam, the written exam, Deku gets first place. Because this is where he has to show himself. He has to show that he's good. And he does get combat training, but here's the thing. Deku beats All Might easily. And he mixes up how he can use full cowling. And full cowling, it breaks off like energy around him. Like all kinds of like insane energy spikes around him. So that's kind of like how it works. And that's where all that excess energy is coming from, like that unlimited source almost. And Deku, he doesn't really have to rely on his stamina or mental power anymore. He can just rely on full cowling. But that does use, I guess, a fraction of his stamina. But it's not too much. Like, it's not going to continuously go down. It's actually just going to stay where it is and then fill up again. So Deku with One for All is, like, broken. And I'm making him broken on purpose for a reason. So, time for him to do the practical exam. And I'm going to say he didn't trip because he's very confident in what he can do. And I'm going to say when he's on the, he goes to the front, and I would say everybody's looking at him because there's no way he can propel himself. He has no wings, he has no anything. So then he says, activate suit. And the whole entire thing, his skin becomes black, his eyes become a visor, everything is weird for everyone. Everybody's like, whoa, what the hell is that? And they're looking at him like all over, like, whoa, so cool. And I'm gonna say, just because, you remember that girl that's from class 1B, that Tinkerl, she has like a enhanced zoom, like with her eyes, she can zoom in. She sees this and she's like, oh my god, that's so cool looking. And she's like really quirky about it. She's like, oh my god, so cool. She's like looking behind him like, how does this work? Is this a suit? Did he make this? What did he do? Who is this? And I'm going to say some of the teachers are looking too, because they're like, is this his Quirk? It said suit, so I didn't really think much of it. And then, what do you know? Everybody just figures out it's probably his Quirk, or it's his suit of armor he made. Which I don't think you could make. Because if you don't know the origin story of behind the Crytek suit, it's not man-made, it's re-engineered alien tissue is basically what it is. Like, I like how they say it's alien technology, but how it can embed itself in the skin as if it's like a skin-like synthetic property basically means it's pretty much tissue. It's alien tissue, which means that the aliens, the technology was their skin. So the bacteria comes from the alien body, so yeah, there's that. And if you guys want, you can try this idea out. It is a great what if idea. So if anyone's watching this and they got their own what if channel, I would love it if you guys could try and make it, because this is a fun what if to do. So yeah, anywho, let's get back to the what if. So Deku, he is going to, oh boy, he's going to activate full cowling, and then he's going to say activate maximum suit. And instantly people will just see this. They just see when President Mike says "Gah!" or whatever he said, I can't remember. Deku breaks off running, and Ida broke off running too, but Deku just passes him. And as soon as he passes, like, the robots, they're breaking because he's running through them. He's doing parkour stuff. He's running at like insane speeds, and everybody's looking at this like, there's no way that's a suit. And Nezu's like, this is a human body. This is a Quirk that's amazing. This is awesome. Everybody is like, this is so cool. And Deku, he doesn't care if there's 0 pointers. He's still gonna smash them. So when he throws a punch, he goes all in for it. And instantly, you hear the whole entire robot chassis launched back into another 2 0 pointers, completely destroying them. And I would say that's like, there's only 1 0 pointer left, which we all know where that's going to come in. And oh my, Deku is destroying nonstop robots. And he takes out like most of them. And I'm going to say at the end of it all, he like hacks, I would say like near the end of it all, he hacks 2 robots who kind of fight for him. And they're like having the, I wouldn't say they have the same look. Basically, they're green now instead of red. And they're like driving by and all that, and attacking the fellow robots, and just being like, everybody's like weirded out by this. And the person who made the robots and who's controlling them or whatever is trying to activate those 2 to fight the children, but he can't. He realizes someone hacked into our system, which sparks everybody. Everybody's like, whoa, what happened? What? How did they hack into the system? And Deku, he hacks into the sound system that they have up in the the I guess room they observe everybody in, and he says, "Don't worry, I hacked into them. I'm Izuku Midoriya, and I hacked into them because it's one of the things my quirk can do." And this is like, everybody's like, "Wait, what? One of the things his quirk can do?" And then they realize that suit isn't a suit he made. That's his quirk. And they realize, oh shit, this dude is overpowered. This dude is extremely powerful, and we might want to not mess with him. So then, like, well, not mess with him, but, like, not even, like, not accept him. Like, we don't want to not accept him. We have to accept him. There's no other choice, because this kid becomes a villain, or if we just throw him out of the side, it's a waste. This kid could become the next number one hero. And Deku's already got, like, what, 980 points? So, Deku, he runs over to the, he goes over to the last 0 pointer, and he was already heading that way because why not? And he sees Araka. And he quickly saves her in, like, the most fastest speed, and he throws the rubble out of the way, holds her head, kind of like Quicksilver in X-Men Days to Come or something, Futures Past or whatever, and holds her head and quickly gets out of there, and pretty much prevents whiplash, and also puts her down, and then goes to the 0 pointer and punches the robot. And this thing, it got punched so hard, there's a gaping hole in its chastity. And if you don't know what chastity is, it's the body, alright? That's what I've been saying this whole time. It's the chastity, it's the body. Hit it right there, and gone. Like, there's a few pieces of scrap metal, but it's like dust at this point. And Deku drops down, grabbing the head, slamming it to the ground. And Deku, he just gets up from it. Energy is kind of just pouring out of his suit almost. And instantly, I would say his visor isn't red, it's green. Like a bright green at this point, when he uses full cowling. And he basically just stops full cowling. Well, he stops the maximum suit because he can't really do it anymore. He doesn't want to do it anymore because it's too much flashy and it's too much on his body, really, because it's such a workout. And now he basically just stops full cowling because it's tiring. And he feels kind of exhausted because he was running around so much. And that's when he helps Araka. He walks over, and everyone just look at him. They're like, what the fuck? Like, how is this kid so strong? And that's when, this is the fun part, that's when Nezu and a bunch of teachers come down running, and they tell Deku, and President Mike as well, they said, please join UA! Because Deku's overall score was 1,320. That was the highest score anyone could score. Like, he is a S-class hero, S++ hero. Like, well, S++++ hero. He is extremely strong. I would say at this point, Deku is, like, completely broken. Like, there's no other way to say it. Like, he is destructive. Like, mega destructive, broken. So, yeah, Deku, he gets accepted into UA, and when he goes to UA the next following day, like on his first day of school, he has to see the principal first. And he sees Nezu, and they talk about his quirk and all that, And this explains how his quirk is a little too strong, and that if once he becomes a hero, he is taking over the number one spot for sure, because there's no other person that could probably take it over. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then it's time for Aizawa's little exam, which Aizawa says, you know what? No, you're not participating. You displayed your pure power out there. I'm not having you do this. You're not doing this, alright? You're not, okay? And, by the way, all the students are gathering around Deku. They're like, oh my god, you got the highest score in ever. World record breaking stuff. And they're like gathering around Deku. They're like, oh my god, 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 oh my god. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about your quirk. Everything. And Deku explains like a bit about his suit, but it's not too much because it's too OP, and he doesn't want to reveal all of his cards. So he doesn't tell him. He only tells him about the maximum suit and strength, armor, and that's basically about it. And I'm gonna say that the everyone is just insanely amazed by him. Like, there's no way to put it. They all are just amazed by what he can do. Like, they know about some of the stuff about the visor and stuff, and they're just amazed by how the suit looks. Momo is even amazed. She's like, this is amazing. This is some intense stuff. Even, like, looking at Deku's hands, which these are basically what his hands will look like, they're amazed by how it looks. They're amazed by how he is, and they just love how well done like Deku pretty much looks. It looks like something out of like a futuristic I don't know, like movie or something, some futuristic world. And I'm gonna say, yeah, so after that, we're gonna stop at the USJ though. We're gonna stop after the heroes versus villains, alright? Because I do owe you guys a lot. So Deku, he is, for the heroes versus villains, he's going to be facing the whole class. Yeah. So he knows I pretty much remember most of the people's quirks. So I think I know all of them, actually. God. Yeah, I remember all of them. So we got, so when they all face each other in the thing, it's going to be like a full-blown battle. Alright, like, this is like Deku is a villain, and they have to take him down. Or better yet, no, they're all the villains, and Deku has to take them down. Yeah. So, Deku activates his suit, then he activates full cowling. And, he activates full cowling, and he goes invisible. There's no electricity around him, there's nothing. Because this takes up a lot of energy to do. So basically he is completely invisible, and he's like smacking people on the back of their head. He's knocking people out left and right. And that's when a lot of people are just starting doing like spinning attacks or stuff that can prevent him from getting too close. And everybody's just amazed. Like, the people that he took out was the guy with the tail, the electrocution guy. Actually, no, he didn't take out the electrocution guy. He took out Momo. He took out Araka. No, not Araka. Ida. No, not Ida. I'm thinking of who I could take out. Sugar Rush, the guy that talks to animals, and let me think, and Jiro, because she's not gonna be able to do anything. And I would say the Frog Girl. So that's like most of the class. And by the way, Mineta got cut, so he's no longer in. So yeah, and Deku on the Aizawa exam, he would never have made it. You know what? Fine, I'll let Mineta stay. Alright? So, yeah. Mineta stays, and he takes out Mineta. Actually, he doesn't take out Mineta. So, yeah. When Deku uncloaks, though, he goes into maximum suit. And boy, oh boy, is this fun. So, Kirishima instantly punches Deku, and Deku is completely unfazed. Actually, not no, no. Maximum armor, maximum strength. He's gonna do something worse. He's just on his own here. He is gonna be. I'm gonna say no. One for all now. He turns that off too, and he is just using his pure strength that's enhanced already by the suit. Like I'm gonna change something. When he's in maximum, maximum suit and all for one for all, his overall strength is 150 of one for all. Like I'm adding another 50. All right, because it's that broken. With just like without the one for all, it's gonna be like 100, and with none of it, like without maximum suit or one for all, he is gonna be at 50. So with the maximum suit alone, it's gonna be 100. With one for all, it's gonna be 150, and just on his own with the suit, it's 50. Without the suit, I would say he could use one for all up to 50. No, 50, like 25. So, yeah. He's with the suit, and he is waiting for everyone. So, Raka basically slaps him, and she's like, what's this supposed to do? And that's when I would say Ida comes in for a kick, kicking him, lifting him off his feet and into a wall. And Deku kind of just gets up like the Terminator, and just unfazed by this, just pecks off a little bit of dust and dirt and just some rubble that was on him. The rebar that he was smashed into is completely folded inward into itself, and it's like, what the hell did we just do? So Deku, he's just walking towards them, and Kirishima starts punching, and Deku realizes he's like lighter. He's got no gravity, and he knows what their quirks are because he witnessed the entire exam that Aizawa gave, and he is super lightweight. So Deku, he simply just grabs Kirishima and throws him into a wall, almost losing his balance. But Kirishima, he gets smacked into a wall, concrete cracking on the wall, and yeah, Bakugo is like, alright, enough of this villain, thinking he's a hero in this team, explodes Deku, and Deku just grabs Bakugo by the throat and smashes him down into the concrete in the ground, and that just completely breaks Bakugo's spine. And that's just like the beginning part. Then comes Araka. He just flicks her, who then drops to the ground, scared and kind of unconscious at that point because she just passes out from fear. And then comes everyone else. I would say the electric guy hits Deku with a bunch of electricity, and Deku's suit is just charging up by this. And he's like, not bad. So guess what he does with that? Deku, he thinks, why not just give him something more fun? Maximum strength. Doesn't even hit him. Like, he doesn't even go that far. Like 25% of his reach. And that just sends a shockwave, or like just an air shot at like the electric kid, knocking him like I would say 12 feet away. And that's when Mineta starts throwing his balls at his balls at Deku. And Deku is still on like maximum strength. So he's like, really? So he is like, he doesn't really have any struggle. He just rips through the balls. And Mineta's like, ah! And Deku just flicks Mineta, which is like a punch, really. And on, like, in his face, knocking him out. And I'm going to say, I think I did Sugar Rush. I think Sugar Rush is out. But if not, he's already punched out. So, yeah, Ida is next. And Deku, no longer with maximum strength, turns that off. And then goes to maximum speed. And then runs after Ida, who is trying to get away, but instantly gets caught up to and grabbed by the throat. And is lifted up into the air. Now, Deku, he is holding him with one arm. And you know what he does? He yeets him out of here. He yeets him. And he throws him on top of a building, which knocks the wind out of Ida and also scares him to make him pass out. He peed himself. So yeah, Deku, in total, he beats everybody. Alright? He beat everybody. If I haven't mentioned anyone, I think it's because he beat them already. Yeah, so if oh yeah, the shadow guy. He traps Deku in shadows. Oh, yeah. He traps Deku in shadows. And Deku, he uses his heat signature visor. But first he does the night vision one, and that doesn't help. So he does the heat signature, and he follows the heat signature, which he turns off his maximum speed, and then quickly grabs the bird head guy by the throat, and then just kind of like elbows him in the face. Yeah, elbows him in the face, knocking him out. And Deku at this point is like broken, like extremely, to no point to explain really. But yeah, Deku, he just beats up everybody else. And he wins. Everyone is just amazed by his pure firepower. Bakugo is like, we're dead. We were so dead. He was basically saying that in the beginning. And Deku's hero suit is the suit, okay? It is the suit. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say let's see here. Everybody else, they're just like terrified of Deku because they knew it was going to just be the suit. Oh, God, it's powerful. Anywho, that's the heroes versus villains, or hero versus villains. Oh, God, that was awful, but also amazingly powerful. So, yeah, that's Deku's capability. Oh, shit, I forgot about Kirishima. So, Kirishima, I don't know how you say his name. I might have said it right, but I don't know. Deku just punches him, but that doesn't even really do anything. He's like, I could take this all day. So, Deku grabs him by the arm, breaks his arm by pushing it upward, really. Like Mortal Kombat, that stuff. Like, grabs it, push up, with the elbow, and breaks it. Better yet, even dislocates the arm. And that, yeah, everybody goes to the hospital pretty much, aka Recovery Girl. And then after realizing that Deku did all this, she's like, oh, Jesus Christ, this is not good. Sports festival? Oh boy, you're gonna need some help. Oh boy. USJ? Whew, this is gonna be too easy for him. So yeah, Deku is broken. Extremely. So that's all for this video. I'm gonna do this other video, the Terminator video that you guys can obviously see there, that I'm gonna be doing. So yeah. Anyways, have a good day and a good night. Peace out.